Clayton, Jack, Thomas, Harrison, John.
G'day guys, welcome to day 3 of my journey through the National Mountain Bike Downhill Champs. As you can see, bees are on the course. They're just finishing up. Track's a little bit windy today. We had some rain overnight, a little bit of moisture in the track, but honestly the bees have washed most of that off by breaking and kicking up the dry dust underneath and through the pines. It doesn't seem to be been wet at all really, so track conditions haven't changed. I'm going to focus on a bit more of the A-grade stuff today, and then obviously finals. We'll try and get a bit of footage of the lower part of the track for you. It's mainly been up the top. It's been killer. Sorry about all the wind noise. It is brutal up here today, so yeah, enjoy. Yes, kills me. So on this jump that we looked at the other day, pretty simple. If it wasn't as windy as it is now, of course it dies down as I want to show you. People are having to jump kind of right to the jump over in there, because if you're jumping the straight line through the middle, you're almost ending up in the rocks just there. Whereas you want to be aiming over here to land there, and then that goes down here, like that. Oh my lord! This is one of the youngest competitors on the circuit today. He has been a few rumours around the blocks that he is absolutely flying. Just killing it out on the track really. Not bad for a little young fella, but he's had a tough few days, and yeah, he's feeling grounded. It's definitely a grounding experience here at Nationals.
I'm glad I didn't hit that.
Enjoy. Oh my my god. So this is a step down a little bit further down the track. It's pretty shielded from the wind, I guess. Not really. A bit better than the hip up there because you're not launching it as high like that, and you can kind of manage it a little bit better. The biggest issue here are these holes that have developed through the berm, and if you take a low line like he did, it might actually be a bit faster, but these rocks up here that are just crumpling away are causing rear wheels to skip all about. So some of the faster guys are actually sitting lower in the berm and then exiting out there, just to keep away from that little skippy kind of stuff up the top. Oh, your helmet's pretty. Oh, really?
Yeah, so go up to the hood and sort of go from the hood, what do you go? Then you go sort of cut in a few new sections, and then we go do. Everybody.
You got it.
Yeah, I'm alright.
Yeah, copy that.
I'll let you go. Thanks.
Yeah,
Good girl.
Thank you, reporting.
I know she's riding it.
Nice work. Good work. Yeah.
Yeah, Rory.
Sorry, I noticed that there were no minute gaps at any point, not even with a top right or 10 in a Roger there. I think
Oh, solid line. Yes, buddy. Yoo-hoo! So good. Oh, smooth.
Yeah, red pants! Go number one! Go hot pants!
Yeah, Connor. Yahoo!
349.
Clancy from the sled. Number 5 Connor Clancy now from South Australia. Connor Clancy.
Clancy into second.
Sub 4.
Yeah, this is good. This is very good. And it is Hot Seed. Cooper Downey, 348.
From New South Wales.
Yes, son. Yahoo!
Second to Ethan Corney, 345, 196 by 3 seconds.
Ethan Corney. How's he going to the time? 355.
Sick.
Just outside, Jackson White into second. Hot Seed, 343, 590.
What an astounding run to the Larry Bush, our next man. We're watching the gaps. Larry Bush now.
It's going to be so tight.
Yeah, Baxter. Yahoo!
Second down into second place.
6 numbers. Fantastic in the hot seat.
Yes, guy. Yahoo!
Baxter Mayworld, 5th on a trail bike that you borrowed after a month of riding.
Yeah, wasn't quite a month, so I've had a broken ankle for the last 3 months, and then started riding 2 weeks ago. And yeah, borrowed a trail bike from Canyon and risked my life, and we come out with 5th. So I'm as surprised as anyone else, really.
How was the run? Rough?
No, it wasn't that rough. I think like my idea for the weekend was the faster you go, the smoother it is. So I just tried to keep smooth and pick smart lines and set my suspension up, and yeah, it seemed to work. So.
And you've been out of racing for a little bit?
Yeah, I've been racing on and off, but sort of just having fun with it, and still having fun this weekend, and yeah, it seems to work. So.
Yeah, sick, man. So good to see you up on the podium.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a wild night.
Yeah.
Sick.
For
Cheers,
sure.
man.
Cheers.
Love you. So we're here with Jackson Frew. Qualified first.
Yeah.
You've been super consistent all weekend, but then you had a little bit of an off during your run. Tell us
Yeah,
about
a
it.
little bit of a bingle. I felt really good all weekend. I didn't really feel like I was pushing too hard. As Baxter likes to say, I didn't feel like I was risking my life too hard. I felt like the speed kind of came to me, which was a really nice feeling for me. My mechanic Alex did an incredible job, and we did some testing last week, and I think we're really getting close with the bike. So that was really, really promising for me. And unfortunately this afternoon I really wanted to just see what I could do and just see what the track would let me do and what the bike wanted. And unfortunately just made a little mistake towards the bottom and got it a bit wrong and went down. But to still end up 4th in a field like this, man, that feels incredible. I mean, obviously a little bit of what might have happened, what could have been, but you know, there's always next year, and to be leaving healthy and fit and feeling really good with a big confidence boost, man, that's all I can ask for.
Followed you through GT, Commensale, now seeing you on Kona, man. So stoked to see you up there. Can't wait to see what you have for the rest of the year.
Yeah, it feels really cool, and I think we've got an incredible crew with Kona, and you know, having Connor to feed off and a guy like that, and then DePel, who's been around for I don't even know how long now. I'm still finding out.
I heard he invented the bike.
He might well have. So to have all those guys around me, and like Miranda, who's we kind of get time to time in enduro. So to have all those people to kind of learn off and feed off and all that, man, it's incredible. I'm really lucky to be in the position I am, and Alex, my mechanic, does an insane job, and he really doesn't get enough credit. So it's cool for me.
Perfect, man. Can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah,
Thank
me
you.
too. Thank you.
Man.
Cheers.
Back here with Kai Ahern. How you doing, man?
Yeah, good. Pretty tired after a big day, but yeah, it's good.
How was the run today?
Yeah, it was okay. You know, I pushed way too hard at the top. I guess I really just wanted to put out a good result today, but yeah, just didn't find much flow throughout that run, and was just pushing too hard, and was just left to right everywhere all over the track. So I definitely know what I need to work on now before going overseas to race. So I'm glad I have a little bit more time, and just looking forward to keep working on it.
Yeah. How was the track compared to yesterday? Much difference with the rain? Or?
Yeah, it was really blown out actually, to be honest. But this track's it almost gets good when it gets blown out. It gets a little bit smoother, but I had some good little death cookies like rocks in the middle of the track, just ready to sweep you off. But yeah, I know the track felt good, and I felt good on the bike and everything. I just first elite race done, and looking forward to building on it.
Sick. Can't wait to see what you got for the rest of the season, man.
I'm stoked too.
You and Troy, you're going to be killing it.
I hope so. It should be good.
Thanks, man.
Cheers.
Rick. So your brother says your name's Sean.
It's definitely not Sean, it's Sean.
What about What's it like winning national champs first elite year?
I am beyond stoked. I've been just off winning for the last 5 years, and just to be here, to win today is so awesome. And I feel like I'm riding well at the moment, and my head's in a great place. So yeah, and I love Bright, so just an awesome week. Yeah.
And a pretty good women's field this weekend as well.
Yeah, big time. I was pretty happy. It was a pretty big shame that Tracy didn't come this year. But look, at the end of the day, I'm just super stoked to take away a win. And yeah, a great bunch of girls to race with, so all around good vibes.
And you won Oceanias a few years ago?
So 2-time Oceania champion and now national champion to add to that. So I'm pretty stoked to finally run a sleeve for the whole year. So that'll be awesome.
World champion at the end of the year?
That'd be pretty awesome if I just take every title. But yeah, we'll see how we go, and yeah, just aim high for sure.
Sick. Can't wait to see what you do for the rest of the year.
Thank you, appreciate it.
For sure.
Cheers.
So there we have it. That was the 2020 Mountain Bike Australia National DH Champs. I hope you liked all the coverage. I tried my best to do everything I could to show you guys. Being my first project, it was pretty tricky, and yeah, spent a lot of time working out errors and a few 4-day nowadays. Yesterday was a bit longer because of the after party, and I'm seedy. I don't know if you can tell by my skin tone, but it was a big night. Huge shout out to Kai and Troy from the Canyon team, along with Aaron, Zeke and Hayden from SRAM, the guys from Pushy, and obviously Alex and Jackson for all showing me really good hospitality and allowing me to hang around like a bit of a fly. Super stoked to have that reception and to feel like a part of the crew, even though I'm just some Hubbard holding an iPhone or an old GF2 in front of their face when they're used to red cameras and all the professionalism. So thanks so much for those guys for treating me the way they did. Super stoked. I'm just a dude that drove over here and tried to do something. So for those guys to accept it, yeah, absolutely amazing. To have the opportunity to meet people like Baxter Mayweld, a guy that I hold up highly just because of his attitude when it comes to mountain biking and having fun and not kind of crumpling under pressure and just getting out of cycling all in general. To hear stories as well at the after party from like Paddy Butler and other crew, people that just speak so candid, to have that kind of trust installed in me is super humbling. I don't even know if that's the right word, but yeah, big night of first meets. Meeting Nathan Rennie, what a fucking legend. That dude is a legend. Go and follow him on Instagram. If you ever see him, go and shake his hand. He is a national mountain bike royalty, and I don't think he's held highly enough. Absolute fucking legend. So I can't, man, I went full fangirl. I was basically a believer in front of him. So yeah, that was embarrassing, but fuck, he's a legend. Again, huge shout out to Crankworks and NS for helping me get here. Without their support and sponsorship, nothing I do would really be happening right now. As well to Huck the World for keeping me clothed. That Tech T saved my ass in a few of those hot days. I was sweating like a pig, ready for slaughter. It was brutal for a couple of those days, but kept cool in that Tech T. Super stoked on all his kit. And then shout out to Revolution for paying me to write bullshit and put it in a magazine. And without that money and without having that opportunity, I wouldn't have been able to get here. Wouldn't have got that media pass, and none of this would have happened without JT at Revo. To be honest, I would have just shown you beautiful shots of the river next to the campsite for an hour and a half. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. The reception for this video, the reception from the podcast, and everything else from this weekend has been really kind of confidence inspiring. And yeah, hopefully I'll do more of these. Maybe Pineapple Express, Cannonball, and maybe I'll do a few other downhill rounds. But in order for me to do that, I need cash. So back to home for a bit of work, and we'll see what happens from there. Again, thanks all for the support, and can't wait to see you next time.